Hello, everyone. Today, I want to share something powerful minus 10 habits that shape every successful person. But this isn't just about reaching goals, it's about becoming the person who can sustain them. Success isn't a destination. It's a daily practice, a mindset, and a series of choices. Courage over comfort is not just a phrase, it's a way of life for those who achieve remarkable success. It is the decision to face fear, uncertainty, and discomfort with an open heart and an unyielding spirit. It is the acknowledgement that growth does not happen in the safety of what we already know, but in the boldness to venture into the unknown. Courage is the bridge between where we are and where we aspire to be, and every successful person has walked across it, even when the path was shaky, unclear, or terrifying. Choosing courage means stepping into arenas where the stakes feel high and the outcomes uncertain. It is saying yes to opportunities even when self-doubt whispers that you are not ready. It is deciding to launch that idea, make that phone call, or speak that truth despite the fear of rejection or failure. Courage doesn't promise us that everything will work out perfectly. Instead, it promises that we will grow, learn, and evolve through the process. This is why successful people prioritize courage over the allure of comfort. They understand that comfort zones are stagnant places where potential withers, while discomfort is where transformation flourishes. But let's be honest, choosing courage isn't easy. Fear has a way of convincing us to stay small. It magnifies the risks, exaggerates the worst-case scenarios, and persuades us that safety lies in inaction. Yet, successful people recognize that fear is a natural part of the journey. They don't wait for fear to disappear before taking action. Instead, they move forward with fear riding shotgun, acknowledging its presence without letting it take the wheel. Courage is not about grand, heroic acts. It often shows up in the small, quiet decisions we make every day. It's found in the student who raises their hand to ask a question when they feel uncertain, in the entrepreneur who pitches their idea despite the possibility of rejection, and in the leader who makes a tough call knowing it might not be popular. Each of these moments requires a willingness to risk something: pride, comfort, or even the illusion of control. And yet, each time we choose courage, we build resilience and strength, making the next courageous act a little easier. There's also a profound connection between courage and authenticity. Living courageously often means showing up as our true selves, even when it feels vulnerable or risky. It means owning our story, flaws and all, and refusing to mold ourselves to fit the expectations of others. Authenticity requires courage because it exposes us to judgment and criticism, but it is also the key to genuine connection and fulfillment. Successful people understand that the pursuit of comfort is tempting but ultimately unfulfilling. Comfort keeps us safe, but it also keeps us small. Courage, on the other hand, invites us to stretch, to grow, and to discover just how capable we are. The choice to prioritize courage over comfort is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice, a muscle that strengthens with use. Each act of courage, no matter how small, is a step toward becoming the person we are meant to be. And that is the true mark of success. Consistency builds legacy because it is the quiet, unrelenting force behind every extraordinary achievement. While talent and vision are often celebrated, it is consistency that transforms dreams into reality. Consistency is about showing up day after day with focus and determination, even when the initial excitement has faded. It's about doing the work regardless of how you feel, because you are committed to the process and the bigger picture. This habit separates those who merely start from those who finish strong and leave a lasting impact. The power of consistency lies in its ability to compound results over time. Small, deliberate actions repeated daily can lead to monumental outcomes. Successful people understand this principle and apply it relentlessly. Whether it's an athlete training every morning, a writer dedicating time to their craft, or an entrepreneur refining their business strategy, their success is not built on occasional bursts of effort, but on steady, disciplined progress. It's the daily grind that adds up to something remarkable, even if the progress feels slow or invisible at first. Consistency also builds trust with yourself and with others. When you consistently show up for your goals, you prove to yourself that you are reliable and capable. This creates a sense of self-confidence and momentum that fuels further action. Additionally, people around you notice consistency. It builds credibility and respect because they see that you follow through on your commitments and take your work seriously. This reputation for dependability often opens doors and creates opportunities that sporadic effort cannot. But consistency is not easy. It requires discipline, focus, and the ability to resist distractions. It requires the humility to embrace the mundane and repetitive tasks that are essential to progress. Success isn't glamorous in the day-to-day. It often looks like practicing the same skill repeatedly, studying the same material, or working behind the scenes while others are out enjoying quick wins. Consistency requires a deep connection to your why, your purpose, because it is that purpose that keeps you motivated when the work feels tedious or when results are slow to appear. Consistency also teaches resilience. There will be days when things don't go as planned, when setbacks feel overwhelming, or when progress seems non-existent. But consistency asks you to keep going anyway. It reminds you that the path to success is rarely linear, and that persistence through challenges is what strengthens character and resolve. The most successful people are not those who never fail, but those who get back up every single time and continue the journey. Consistency is about creating habits that align with your goals and values. It's about making success a natural outcome of your daily choices and routines. Over time, this unwavering dedication builds not just accomplishments, but a legacy. People remember those who show up consistently, who commit to their vision, and who persist against all odds. Legacies are not created in a single moment of brilliance, but in a lifetime of deliberate action. And it is consistency that turns effort into excellence and aspirations into enduring impact. Vulnerability as strength is a concept that challenges conventional thinking about what it means to be powerful, successful, or resilient. Society often teaches us to associate strength with invulnerability, with being unshakable, composed, and always in control. But the truth is, real strength lies in our willingness to embrace vulnerability, our openness to risk, uncertainty, and emotional exposure. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's the courage to show up and be seen, even when there are no guarantees of success or acceptance. It is one of the most profound and transformative habits of successful people. To be vulnerable means to take chances that might not work out. It's pitching an idea, knowing it could be rejected, sharing your story even if it might not resonate with everyone, or asking for help despite the fear of appearing incapable. These acts require tremendous inner strength because they expose us to judgment, failure, and disappointment. But they also open the door to growth, connection, and innovation. Without vulnerability, there is no creativity, no risk-taking, and no genuine relationships, all of which are critical to success in any area of life. Successful people understand that vulnerability is a prerequisite for learning and progress. To grow, you must first admit that you don't know everything. This means asking questions, seeking feedback, and being willing to fail. Failure, after all, is one of life's greatest teachers, and embracing vulnerability allows you to extract lessons from every stumble. It is through this process of trial, error, and reflection that we become wiser and more capable. Vulnerability is not about seeking failure, but about accepting it as part of the journey toward success. Vulnerability is also about authenticity. It's about showing up as your true self without masks or pretenses and owning your story, both the triumphs and the struggles. Authenticity fosters trust and connection, two pillars of meaningful relationships and effective leadership. When you are vulnerable, you give others permission to be vulnerable too, creating an environment where collaboration and innovation thrive. People are drawn to leaders who are real and relatable, not to those who pretend to have all the answers. Embracing vulnerability requires us to confront fear of rejection, failure, or being misunderstood. This fear is natural, but it doesn't have to control us. Successful people don't wait for the fear to vanish before they act. They move forward in spite of it, trusting that the rewards of vulnerability outweigh the risks. Each time they lean into vulnerability, they strengthen their resilience and courage, proving to themselves that they can handle whatever comes their way. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength, self-awareness, and confidence. It allows us to take risks, build trust, and create meaningful impact. It reminds us that we are human and that our imperfections do not define us, they connect us. In the end, vulnerability is not just a path to success, but a path to authenticity, fulfillment, and lasting influence. Self-awareness is power because it is the foundation upon which all personal growth, success, and meaningful connections are built. To be self-aware is to have a deep understanding of who you are, the strengths you possess, the weaknesses you need to address, the values that drive you, and the emotions that influence your behavior. It's not just about recognizing your actions, but understanding the motivations behind them. This clarity allows you to make better decisions, align your life with your true purpose, and ultimately achieve a higher level of success and fulfillment. Self-awareness allows you to become intentional about how you show up in the world. Without it, we are often guided by external influences, society's expectations, the opinions of others, or knee-jerk reactions to life's challenges. But when we understand ourselves deeply, we are empowered to act according to our own values and priorities, rather than reacting based on old habits or the opinions of others. This intentionality creates a sense of control and direction, even in uncertain or chaotic circumstances. Self-awareness also enables better relationships. When you are in tune with your own emotions, triggers, and communication styles, you can navigate interactions with others more effectively. You're able to listen more empathetically, respond more thoughtfully, and engage in conversations with clarity and authenticity. Relationships, both personal and professional, thrive when there is mutual understanding and respect, and self-awareness is key to fostering that dynamic. When you know your own emotional landscape, you can respond to others with grace and kindness, rather than reacting impulsively. Self-awareness helps you identify your strengths and leverage them for success. Everyone has unique gifts and talents, but without self-awareness, you may not fully recognize or utilize these qualities. When you understand what you excel at, you can invest more time and energy into developing those areas, creating a path to success that feels authentic and natural. Similarly, self-awareness highlights areas of growth, those parts of yourself that may need more attention or refinement. Recognizing these weaknesses doesn't mean you're broken or incapable. Rather, it shows that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. This honesty about your limitations allows you to seek help, gather resources, and develop skills that will propel you forward. But self-awareness also plays a critical role in emotional regulation. When you are aware of your emotional triggers, you can choose how to respond rather than allowing emotions to control your actions. Successful people know how to stay grounded even in challenging situations because they understand their emotional responses and can manage them. This ability to regulate emotions not only improves personal well-being, but also enhances decision-making and problem-solving. Self-awareness is not just a tool for achieving success, but a practice that leads to a life of purpose and authenticity. It helps you live in alignment with your values, make decisions with confidence, and build relationships that are grounded in honesty and mutual respect. It gives you the power to create change in your life because when you understand who you truly are, you become the architect of your own destiny. Self-awareness turns the chaos of life into something manageable, giving you the clarity to act with intention and purpose in all that you do. Connection fuels progress because human beings are inherently social creatures, and our ability to thrive is deeply rooted in our relationships with others. Whether in personal or professional realms, our progress is often shaped by the people we engage with, the networks we build, and the support we give and receive. True progress, the kind that leads to lasting success, is rarely achieved in isolation. It is through connection, whether with mentors, colleagues, family, or even strangers, that we unlock new opportunities, perspectives, and resources that propel us forward. The power of connection lies in its ability to amplify growth. When we connect with others, we gain access to their knowledge, experiences, and insights which can help us navigate challenges and avoid pitfalls. No matter how much we know, there's always more to learn. And often the key to unlocking that knowledge lies in the relationships we cultivate. A mentor, for instance, can offer wisdom that saves years of trial and error. A colleague can provide support during difficult times. Even a casual conversation with someone outside of your industry can spark new ideas and open doors to opportunities that you may not have previously considered. Progress becomes possible not because of isolated effort, but because of the combined wisdom and resources we gather from those around us. Connection also fuels motivation. It's easy to feel stuck when we are working in isolation, but the energy and encouragement of others can reignite our passion and drive. When we share our goals with someone else, we invite accountability into the equation. We feel a sense of responsibility not just to ourselves, but to those who have invested in our success. This accountability, rooted in connection, becomes a powerful force that pushes us to work harder, stay committed, and keep going when we would otherwise give up. Success doesn't just belong to individuals. It is often the result of a collective effort where each person contributes their talents, strengths, and energy. The more we connect with others who share our values and aspirations, the more we fuel each other's progress. In addition to motivation, connection fosters a sense of belonging and purpose. When we are connected to others, we feel less alone in our journey. We realize that our challenges are not unique to us and that others have walked similar paths before. This sense of shared experience can be incredibly comforting and empowering. It also reminds us that our progress is not just for our own benefit. It's part of a larger community of people striving toward their own growth and success. When we see ourselves as part of something bigger, it gives our efforts deeper meaning and urgency. The drive to contribute to a collective vision often propels us to take bigger risks and make bolder moves, knowing that our progress is intertwined with the progress of those around us. Connection also sparks creativity and innovation. When we come together with people who bring different perspectives, ideas, and skills, we open the door to fresh thinking and new solutions. Progress is often about overcoming challenges and solving problems, and the best solutions are rarely found in solitude. Collaboration invites diverse viewpoints and collective intelligence, which can lead to breakthroughs that would have been impossible on our own. When we connect, we merge our strengths, and what was once an obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth and transformation. Connection is not just a tool for success. It is the very essence of progress itself. Our growth is intertwined with the relationships we build, the support we give, and the ways we share our knowledge and energy with others. Connection fuels progress by creating an environment where knowledge, motivation, purpose, and creativity can thrive. It turns individual efforts into collective achievements and transforms isolated struggles into shared victories. When we connect, we don't just move forward, we move forward together. And that is the ultimate power behind all progress. Resilience in the face of adversity is one of the most profound and transformative qualities a person can possess. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and moments of hardship. But it is not these difficulties that define us, it's how we respond to them. Resilience is the ability to persevere through tough times, to remain steadfast in the pursuit of our goals, and to emerge stronger from the trials we face. It is about maintaining hope and determination, even when the path seems unclear or when the obstacles feel insurmountable. True resilience comes not from avoiding adversity, but from facing it head-on and learning to navigate through it with courage and grace. The power of resilience lies in its ability to transform adversity into an opportunity for growth. Every difficult experience presents a chance to learn more about ourselves, our strengths, weaknesses, and our capacity for endurance. When we face challenges, we are forced to confront our limitations and push beyond them. Resilient people don't view setbacks as permanent failures, but as opportunities to adapt and evolve. It's through this process of adaptation that we build the emotional and mental muscle needed to face future challenges with greater ease. Resilience allows us to see the value in struggle, recognizing that without it, there can be no progress or growth. Resilience is about perspective. How we choose to view adversity determines our ability to overcome it. If we see a challenge as insurmountable, we may become paralyzed by fear or discouragement. But if we choose to view the challenge as a stepping stone, something that will help us grow, learn, and become better equipped for the future, we transform our response to the situation. Resilience requires us to focus not on what is wrong, but on what can be learned from the situation and how we can use the experience to fuel our next steps. Resilience also requires a deep sense of self-belief. In times of adversity, it is easy to doubt our abilities or question our worth, but resilient people trust in their capacity to overcome difficulties. They understand that setbacks don't define their abilities or potential, they are simply part of the journey. This unwavering self-belief allows them to stay focused on the end goal. Even when the path is unclear, or when progress seems slow, resilience demands that we hold on to our confidence, not based on our immediate circumstances, but on our deep belief that we are capable of navigating through them. Another key aspect of resilience is the support system we build around ourselves. No one is truly resilient in isolation. Strong relationships and a supportive network of friends, family, or colleagues are essential when facing adversity. These connections provide encouragement, guidance, and a sense of community that remind us we are not alone. They help us regain perspective when we feel overwhelmed and offer different viewpoints that can help us find solutions. Resilience doesn't mean doing it all alone. It's about knowing when to lean on others for strength. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from hardship, it's about bouncing forward. It is about emerging from adversity with a renewed sense of purpose and a greater capacity for empathy, understanding, and gratitude. Resilient people don't just survive tough times, they thrive in spite of them. They use each obstacle as a lesson, each setback as a building block, and each moment of adversity as a chance to become more resilient. Life will always present challenges, but it is through resilience that we not only overcome those challenges, but we also turn them into opportunities for personal transformation and growth. Gratitude and grace are two powerful forces that can profoundly shape our lives, influencing how we perceive the world and how we interact with others. They are practices that not only enhance our personal well-being, but also enrich our relationships, bring meaning to our everyday experiences, and foster a deeper sense of the world around us. Gratitude, the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, and grace, the ability to offer kindness and understanding to others and ourselves, together create a mindset that transforms adversity into opportunity challenges into growth, and ordinary moments into profound experiences of joy. Gratitude is often seen as a simple act of acknowledging what we have, but it goes much deeper than just recognizing the good. It's about shifting our focus away from what we lack to what we already possess. This shift in mindset can have a remarkable impact on our outlook on life. When we practice gratitude, we train our brains to notice the positive aspects of our lives, even in the midst of difficulties. Instead of dwelling on what's missing or what's going wrong, we begin to see all the small blessings that often go unnoticed: the kindness of a friend, the beauty of nature, the warmth of a home, or the simple moments of peace. These seemingly small things can have a tremendous impact on our overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. The practice of gratitude also creates a profound sense of abundance. When we express thanks for what we have, we open ourselves to receiving more, because we are making space to appreciate all that life has to offer. Gratitude is not only about acknowledging the big blessings, but also recognizing the everyday moments that enrich our lives. Whether it's a shared laugh, a quiet evening, or a heartfelt conversation, these moments of connection and contentment are the foundation of a life well lived. By cultivating gratitude, we begin to see that life itself, with all its imperfections and struggles, is a gift. On the other hand, is the quality of kindness, compassion, and understanding we offer both to others and to ourselves. It is the ability to respond to life's challenges with patience and understanding rather than judgment or frustration. Grace allows us to remain calm in the face of difficulty and to extend empathy toward others, even when they don't meet our expectations. It is a practice that requires vulnerability, the willingness to be open and humble, recognizing that we all have flaws, make mistakes, and need support from time to time. When we practice grace, we let go of the need for perfection, both in ourselves and in others, and instead focus on what is truly important: connection, understanding, and compassion. Grace also extends to how we treat ourselves. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when things don't go as planned, when we fall short of our goals, or when we make mistakes. But grace is the ability to show ourselves kindness in those moments, to accept our imperfections, and to allow ourselves room to grow. When we extend grace to ourselves, we free ourselves from the harsh judgments that often hold us back and create a space for self-compassion and personal growth. This self-kindness allows us to navigate life's challenges with a sense of peace, knowing that we don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love and success. Together, gratitude and grace create a powerful foundation for a fulfilling life. Gratitude shifts our focus to the positive, allowing us to appreciate life's things, while grace enables us to approach both ourselves and others with kindness, patience, and understanding. These two practices remind us that life is not about perfection, but about how we respond to what comes our way. By embracing gratitude and grace, we open ourselves to greater joy, deeper connections, and a more compassionate, fulfilled existence.